Canal de YouTube. Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, obviously, we're talking about Spanish. If you've been following along my story, my boyfriend is Dominican, so him and his family, they all speak Spanish, and my daughter is going to speak Spanish and English. So I wanted to kind of talk to you about to hurry up and work on my Spanish because it is very lacking. In high school, my dad really tried to get me and my siblings to take Spanish because he said he was going to be really useful to us. And we were like, no, Dad, you don't know what you're talking about. Sister took French, my brothers took German. I think maybe my other brother took Spanish. I can't remember. For the most part, we did not listen to our father. So Dad, if you're listening to this, my bad, you were right. But because here I am now, almost over 10 years later, and I am desperately needing to learn some Spanish so I can communicate with my family. A year into my relationship with Louise, I was in my drinking stage and I really didn't care about anyone but myself at the time, so learning Spanish was not at the top of my priority. Now, going to year two, I definitely took things a lot more serious with him. I was in a better place. Then I got pregnant, so, going forward, I really want to learn Spanish, not just because someday my daughter is going to talk back to me in Spanish and I need to know what she's saying to me. A lot of Louise's family, they all speak Spanish. Some of them speak Spanish and English, but there are a few that just speak Spanish. For example, his stepdad, Maze's grandfather or abuelo, he only speaks Spanish, and he absolutely dotes on my daughter, and it's so frustrating that I can't sometimes just communicate to him how I appreciate what he does for my daughter. I can have someone translate it for me, but I can't sit there and directly say, hey, for everything you do for my daughter, because I don't speak his language. And so those are some of the reasons that I really want to learn. And also too, when we get together, when there's a birthday party or a holiday and we're all together, I'm the only gringo in the room. I'm the only white girl or white person really at all. And I'm in a room full of people who are speaking Spanish very quickly, and it kind of sucks because for the most part, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what people are saying. I can't really join in the conversations. If I hear something, I'm like, oh yeah, I just have to kind of sit there sometimes. And it's my fault. I should have really gotten on learning Spanish years ago. There's him or his mom, and then sometimes his aunt will translate for me, or they'll sit there and directly talk to me, but it's the group conversations I can't really be a part of, and it sucks. This is my family. I want to be a part of it. So here, just wanted to share some quick picked up to help me work on my Spanish. First thing is Duolingo app. That's the one I specifically use. There are others like Babbel, and I think Rosetta Stone has an app possibly, but they're just literally an app you can download it on your phone. They're games. You just go through and you learn phrases, and it takes you through, it's literally just a course. It's great. With it is just, it's putting it into practice. I've definitely learned the basics of things. I recognize a lot of words, but sometimes seeing it versus hearing it is very different. And I think that's where I struggle. Also use Instagram and YouTube to my advantages with this as well. I found a lot of videos that sometimes I'll listen to in car rides when I'm going to visit my mom. It's a 2-hour drive. I'll listen to that on the way there. I follow 30 different Instagram pages about learning Spanish. Every day they'll post a new picture or video, words that start with the letter C in Spanish, or here is some descriptive words for you to describe how a sad feeling or a negative feeling. Here's some math words in Spanish, and sometimes there's a few that I'm oh, that's something I would use, and I'll save it. Or some of them are just straight up one word of the day, Spanish word of the day. It's great, and it's been really useful. Also, find somebody if you can, even if it's a pen pal that you find somebody. A lot of these Duolingo apps, they'll connect you with other people who are trying to learn. My biggest ally in learning has been his mother and my cousins actually. Sometimes I'll message them in Spanish and just practice even texting, because sometimes just getting the words across I'm a visual person, so if I see the word, I'll remember it when I hear it later on. So sometimes I'll text them, or if I start hearing certain words, because I think that was the biggest thing that was very overwhelming, I think, when I was trying to learn Spanish, was that the I mean, it's foreign. It's completely foreign to me. Like, I don't, other than like hola and cómo estás, like I didn't know crap other than, I didn't know anything. So when I was over there or one of these groups, I'm like, there's all these words that are like, it all just sounds the same to me because, like I said, it's just foreign to my ears. Now, like, I've like really immersed myself in it, and I, like holidays, I spent like, I even watch videos too, like movies. You really, so if you don't have, like, for me, like my family is my family and they speak Spanish, so I'm over there, I'm over there a lot. So I've immersed myself into that. If you can't do that, get on Netflix. There are shows that are in Spanish on there. Like there's a TV show called Always a Witch. It was a really interesting, good show to watch. And I sat there and watched it with the subtitles with Louise. And I would sit there and just like listen to the words, like, and I start picking, okay, I remember this word. I'm this thing. Because now that I've been kind of doing some of those things, I'm going over there, and like I said, Louise's mom has been kind of my ally, and I'll hear a word and I'll be like, oh, I recognize this. What does this mean? And, each time I go over there, I feel like I'm asking her a different word that I thought of, like sentences or conversations people are having, and I'm starting to build my vocabulary up. I'm definitely going a lot slower than I think. He had to sink or swim. He had to learn it or not. I've been kind of spoiled, like his mom will speak to me in English and he speaks to me in English. But when I go to his family's house, like I want to be a part of the family. I want to be able to like, laugh and like have conversations with them, have to sit there and just kind of, it's very awkward and uncomfortable. And, I'm starting a family with this man and I want to be a part of it. I want to just be on the sidelines all the time when I go to the holidays. So I wanted to kind of share my trials and fails of what's helped, some of the things that I've kind of found. So if you're trying to learn a language, just some of the things that you wouldn't think that were actually out there. So yeah, find movies, follow people on Instagram, find an ally, whether it's just like a pen pal you find through an app or someone that's that speaks the language. Just shoot them a text. Start practicing words too. That's the biggest thing, because if you're doing these apps, it's not going to be very productive for you if you're not practicing it. And that's so easy to say. So find someone to practice with, find a native speaker to practice with, and just do it. So that's really it, guys. I just wanted to share you my experience on my attempt at learning Spanish. Now, again, I'm not an expert. I still am the person in the corner at the parties right now that's kind of just listening, but I'm learning. So thank you so much. Make sure you like, subscribe, and be sure to leave me some feedback. I love hearing from you guys. Have a good day.